Hello YouTube. Today we're talking about the Congo spotted puffer or the spotted Congo puffer, however the Tetradon shudu doo doo.
Tetraodon shoutodenai.
And we want to talk about this fish because we had a lot of questions. It's grown immensely in popularity over the last couple of years, and it is a true community safe puffer. So Chelsea is here to tell us all about them.
There are so many good things to say about this fish. The cool thing about it, or an interesting fact that I don't know if everyone knows, is they were actually extremely prevalent in the hobby in the 60s and 70s, and they cost about $5. So,
Ooh.
yeah, you could get a spotted Congo puffer for nothing, and they were everywhere, just like paradise fish. Those were, from what I understand, two of the most commonly kept fish back then. And then, of course, we have the unrest in the area they come from, which is the lower Congo River Basin. And it is now very difficult to get in and out of that area. So this fish has grown immensely in cost over the years, and availability is spotty at best. Unless you have good suppliers, which is very difficult for a lot of the people importing fish from West Africa. Sometimes you just never get the fish. So we're lucky to be able to keep them at all anymore. I think they're completely worth the price point, and I think everyone should give them a whirl. My biggest thing with them is how often we're asked, are these community safe? Can these be kept with other fish? And my answer is yes. They're, like he said, probably the only community safe puffer that I mean, I think there are several, but I think that this one is a no-brainer. Like, I have never seen any aggression between a spotted Congo puffer and any other inhabitant of a tank. Frankly, it's like they don't even see anything else around them. And I think that's really cool. I think that that's something that people don't know and that they should know. The price point I know scares people away too, but they're such an interactive and fun puffer to keep. I've kept several different types of puffer fish, and so far, I mean, I think forever they'll be my favorite. I love West African fish. These are a great example of a West African fish. They offer us a lot of really cool things that we don't necessarily have in any other areas of the world. And they're very easy to care for. I would actually say they're quite hardy. Typical South American, West African parameters, which seem to always overlap. So like 75 to 82 degrees, 6.5 to 8 pH. Just as long as you have a really healthy, mature, and unfluctuating tank, these guys will thrive. And you can put them in a 40 breeder and they'll be happy for life. Tank mates.
What about size first?
I guess size is important with these guys. Yes, they are not a large growing puffer. Females will get larger than males. So we've actually had both male and female. And it's kind of crazy how much smaller the males stay. Their bodies are much more streamlined. So they get about, I'd say like about 3 inches at full growth. And then the females get about 4, but they're very rotund. So they get extremely round compared to the males. It's kind of, I've gotten to the point where I feel pretty confident sexing them once they get to be a certain size because of the extreme body shape difference. Other than that, their coloration is pretty similar, so you don't really tell. There's no dimorphism there, but definitely the sexual dimorphism is apparent in the size. So
I probably should have mentioned this first because anytime we make a puffer video, there's always someone in the comments that says puffers are saltwater. You are going to kill them. These are 100% freshwater. There's multiple species that are 100% freshwater.
True.
So don't let that sway you.
They're a river species. They live in freshwater. This is very true. They actually live in conjunction with some other puffers in that area. They have multiple puffers in the lower Congo Basin that all are completely freshwater. But that's another great thing about these guys, is that's something you never need to worry about. Salt water never touches these guys, ever.
All right, let's talk diet.
They can, I don't want to say they're tricky to feed. I will say that they are very specific on what they want to eat. They will always eat bloodworms, in my experience. I've never had a spotted Congo puffer turn down bloodworms. However, their favorite thing is snails. I think that if you are wanting to keep spotted Congo puffer 1, 2, 3, however many, you need to make sure you have a consistent supply of fresh snails. So bladder snails, ram's horn snails, maybe just throw them in a tank. We've all had snails. It's not hard to come across snails. So get some snails, throw them in a tank, make sure they have enough food to eat and multiply. They will. And then you can have a good source of food for your spotted Congo, because I think that probably makes up about 95% of ours diets is snails.
All right, the $1 million question that everyone wants to know. What about their teeth?
Oh, this is probably my favorite thing about the spotted Congo puffer as far as care goes. you don't need to worry about their teeth. Their teeth, for some reason, they're just a species of puffer that their teeth do not grow nearly as quickly as other species, like if at all. I've never, ever seen teeth in my spotted Congo puffer's mouth. So that's another huge plus. I've kept other species that you had to be very concerned about that I've had issues with, that can actually be fatal. So you will never need to worry about their teeth so long as you're giving them either frozen bloodworms that they can go up and poke at, because they will, or a good diet of snails. I don't think you'll ever even notice that they have teeth in there, to be perfectly honest. So that's a huge plus with them.
All right, so now let's hit up tank mates.
Tank mates,
which
yes.
I'm going to say is just about any community-safe
Agreed.
fish, but
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
So I am one of those weirdos that I have trouble putting, if I have a West African fish, I want them to be with other West African fish. Crossing continents with fish, it's just a little weird for me, although it works perfectly fine, especially because so many West Africans, South Americans, even other fish from other continents have very, very similar parameters that they keep and they can do well in. I think that these guys do really well. Like we have ours with Congo tetra. So we have lamp-eye Congos. There are many types of Congo tetra that would go great with these guys. You could do barbs. We've actually kept ours with African banded barbs, which are wonderful. We have dwarf gold barbs. They would do great with them. Pretty much anything that schools and isn't super nippy or mean is going to do just fine. They could even be kept with cichlids. So we've kept them with Pelvica chromis and Wallisia chromis. They don't even look at each other. They really just ignore each other. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, the spotted puffer kind of goes through life just like floating around and not caring about anybody else.
What a life.
Yeah, they really are unbothered.
All right, well, I think that's about everything. Are we missing anything?
I think we all know, those of us who know, and other people should know, if you ever want to invest in a fish and keep something that's going to really be worth it, I would try spotted Congo
And very
puffers.
personable.
Very personal. They track you. They know you feed them. They're very smart little animals. They're just very enjoyable to keep, and I can't recommend them enough.
All right, and we work with some really great online vendors. We have some affiliate codes down below. You can get a discount if you use them, and it just helps everyone out. So check those out. Look at their other fish too. Lots of good quality fish down there in the comment section, in the description. And otherwise, I think that's it. Any last words?
No, like he was saying, we have great affiliates, and I think that specifically with their spotted Congo puffers, they do a great job, so you can expect to get a healthy fish, and go get one. Try them out. I think you'll love them.
All right, go buy fish.
Go buy fish.